Congratulations, you have a data lake, and you even have some successes using it. Are you protecting customers' data from hackers? If it's installed in your data lake, you probably are not. 2016 was a record year for data breaches. The number of exposed records exceeded 4.2 billion, nearly 4 times the previous high. BigDataRevealed can identify and encrypt personally identifiable information and other sensitive data as it enters your data lake, giving hackers no window of opportunity to corral your customers' most valuable information. After this 4-page PowerPoint, see a short video demo of BigDataRevealed's Sequester Encryption Protector. BigDataRevealed can identify and encrypt personally identifiable information and other sensitive data as it enters your data lake, giving hackers no window of opportunity to corral your customers' most valuable information. As we inform you of the facts of the major breaches of 2016, you will see in the background how BigDataRevealed will discover, isolate, sequester, and encrypt sensitive data while it builds, on the fly, an intelligent catalog with complete metadata. Sequestering and encrypting data is still not enough to manage the wealth of knowledge locked up in your data lake. You still need BigDataRevealed's remediation process to free up the data for scheduled predictive and marketing analytics while protecting your customers' trusted personal information. The latest release of Risk-Based Security's annual Data Breach Quick View report shows that there were 4,149 data breaches reported during 2016. It exposed over 4 billion unique records of information, 4 times the breached records from only 2 years earlier. Some highlight breaches are 1.5 billion customer records exposed at Yahoo, which had a direct impact on their valuation and potential derailing of an acquisition by Verizon. Even the IRS, the NSA, the Democratic Caucus, and the White House were hacked. Yes, the NSA had the hacking software they wrote hacked. Cybersecurity is something you cannot avoid, and if you use big data, you need to prioritize your efforts. We developed a personal identifying information detection and sequestering capability to augment our one-of-a-kind Hadoop intelligent catalog. Because of the recent issues reported by our partnering organizations and their concerns about the security of their Hadoop environments. We believe it's imperative this capability lives in the big data environment, and that any information identified as being a candidate for sequestering be parked into an area with more strenuous security attributes than is normally associated with big data. We invite you to challenge our approach. We believe that you will be very happy to invest a small amount of your time to learn about this very critical capability. Cybersecurity is no longer something that just your CIO worries about. It is a risk that deserves the attention of your risk organization, particularly if you market services through digital interfaces like the web or mobile platforms, or have sensors like proximity beacons integrated into your network. You do not want to learn that you were exposed in one of the national newspapers or through a visit from the Federal Trade Commission or Securities and Exchange Commission. Here is a technical diagram of the BigDataRevealed ecosystem and architecture. As we navigate from the executive summary screen, we can see the pattern discoveries found by BigDataRevealed. These patterns range from the BDR supplied library and the user-definable library of searchable patterns, such as Social Security, credit card, email, and hundreds more. Here we can see the data values within the Hadoop data files and see all the data is unprotected and exposed to being hacked. Now through a visual search, which BigDataRevealed also has as an automated means of running as new files enter the Hadoop ecosystem, the user spots exposed Social Security numbers and decides for the moment to encrypt the entire file for security reasons. Here we are now viewing the same data as before, though now see that all the data in this file is securely encrypted. Since each user does not always know the importance of the other supporting data in a file, it is important to allow the other data necessary for other reporting, business, and predictive analytics and AI to continue to run against these files as to not affect or cause loss of sales or profits or affect other aspects of your business or customers. For this reason, and based on the user's authority, we allow columnar decryption to occur. Now you can see that only the Social Security column is still encrypted. For the more educated or data-savvy or knowledgeable user of the data, we allow the user to scroll through and select from the start just the columnar values that they deem necessary to be sequestered for security and assigned as a task to the proper resources for final remediation. Nearly as important as sequestering and securing big data is the cataloging and metadata associated with these processes. BigDataRevealed keeps detailed logs of the users that first decrypted the columnar or complete file or established the automated processes as well as those that decrypted any of the columns or files and when these decryption processes occurred. Please reach out for a demo, trial, on-site consultative data assessment, internal audits, big data methodology, best practices, and data security in big data.